Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lady of the Throne Divine Astrology, where God dwells within me as me. If you are new to this channel, be sure to become a new subscriber by hitting that subscribe button. If you like or resonate with any of the messages here, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and feel free to drop a comment down below. Personal readings are available at really affordable prices if you are looking to find out what's going on in your love life or in your general life. Spirituality, past life readings, all of that's available on my website. Go ahead and check that out. It's in the description box down below, and it also shows in the beginning of the video. Check it out if you're interested. Let's go ahead and get into the month of March in love, starting with the sign of Leo. Let's find out what's coming up for you, Leo, in the month of March. So we're going to look at your March love guidance for women, and then right after that it'll be love guidance for the men. Okay, so women who are dating men, and then men who are dating women. All right, Leo sun sign. All right, so Leo women, let's see what's going on with your love interest for March. You're going to feel and know and have a sense of confidence and definite love in your life. You're going to know that you have love in your life. It is something that you're not going to second guess. You will not question it. You will not feel like you do not. Not only do you have love, because I feel like that could be so general. I feel like having love is just like knowing people love you, but not really having something deeper. Well, in March, you're going to know that you're in love. You're in love. Unconditional love with a specific person. Something is changing in your life where you literally go from single and then out of nowhere just really in love. Now it's reciprocal. Just because I'm saying you, it doesn't mean that the other person won't love you, because yes, you both will be in love. You're really going to feel like you're really taken by somebody. You really have somebody there. You're really in love. A lot of self-love and wholeness is what you're all about. But I feel like that's why you're now going to be in love with a man in the month of March, because he's going to reciprocate love as well to you. I feel like you had this journey or this process of self-love and wholeness. And when that happens, it means that you're getting prepared to come into union with your other half. Your other half not only witnessed you, but also was doing the same thing. That's what self-love really is, when you have a twin soul out there. It's when you love him and he loves you, and there goes your wholeness. Self-love equals the two of you put together as one. So the love that you have for him is self-love number one, and the love that he has for you is self-love number two. You come together and you make a whole, okay? A whole. You come together and you make a full partnership. The number 3 is the number of partnership, connection. And that's what you guys are going to be doing. Coming together, making a whole thing. 1 and 2 coming together. You can say it makes one, or whatever. A lot of affection and a lot of attraction is there between you and him. Now, you are going to be owning up to the fact that you really do feel sure about the connection. You made your masculine feel confused. He was very, very, very extremely confused by you. The reason why is because as a divine feminine, you are doing something that he's never seen a woman do. You are able to pull him in and out of the 5D so easily. It's almost like you do it with one hand, like magically. It's like you have a wand, Wingardium Leviosa, and you take him out of the 5D or zap him right into it. He's always in and out of this telepathy with you, and then like 3D, and then back into that, and then out, and then in, and then out. So he is very like, sometimes he connects with you and sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes he can connect with your soul, sometimes he feels a disconnect from you. But I think in March you're going to own up to you actually being content with saying yes to him. Saying yes to him, that you really do want to be in his life, and making a final decision about it. I don't think that you were confused. He was. He was confused by trying to understand what is it that you really wanted. Now, you may have felt like you were clear with this man about what you really wanted the whole time, but men do not compute information as logical and as clear as you may have been. Men are not as smart in love matters. So this is someone who was very confused and was like, wait, he let so many other things knock him off course with this connection, and then he started to feel like he didn't know what you wanted. He was very confused. So I think in March at some point you're going to admit to why he may have been confused about it. It's because he allowed, what I'm picking up is, it's because he allowed the confusion. He allowed himself to get this way. See, when a man is so busy trying to pull out things about you, or trying to wake up things that were put to rest 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when a man is doing so much of his guilt tripping, when he's trying to make you suitable for his level of woman, meaning this could be a man who has been attracted to lower level women. What I mean by lower level women is, women who do scandalous, tricky things, finicky, iffy things. The ones who may not be living their lives as you do. Who maybe, he could be going off of a very old perception of woman through his own personal experiences of getting hurt, what he has gone through, what he has dealt with, what he has allowed in his life. He's been attracted to people who were very greedy, money hungry, or he's been attracted to women who were very self-focused, very arrogant, or he may have been attracted to women who were high-powered and a little too egotistical, that you are something totally different for this man, I feel. And you're way more down to earth. You're way more real. You're way more authentic. You're way more deep, more strong, more relatable, more understanding. You have so many more things that's like going for yourself. And I feel like this is someone who took his past experiences and had those types of expectations for you. Or maybe this is someone who he knows you from high school, or he knows you from elementary school, or maybe he's been knowing you for a long time. Maybe he's been asking about you for some time. Maybe he was just doing some research on your social media, trying to figure things out, and thinking that you have been the same person for the last 20 years of your life, 10 years of your life, 5 years of your life, not understanding that you have evolved and he has stayed stuck. Not understanding that you're on a whole other level. a whole other level from him as well. So now you're out of his league. So this is somebody who you made him feel confused because you grew so much. Now you exude love. Now you have like, from his eyes, you always exuded this love. It's just that you didn't have the right person to fully bring this out and to see it fully blossom for you, because people didn't know how to accept or to take that love in. You yourself, Leo, could have been dealing with younger, immature minded guys in your past. So it takes a person with an advanced level mind in order to understand your own advancement at this time. So this could be a person right here who feels like, just confused. At first he was like, I don't know, if she wants to be with me or not. I don't know if I can be with her or not. I don't know if she really likes me or not. I don't know what's going on. I think this is someone who was just toxic, who didn't know how to break a toxic tradition in his own life before stepping to you in the first place. You have to really get to know a person. You can't go off of what people say. You can't go snooping around people's personal life trying to find things out. You can't go and depend on the people around a person, because this man didn't realize how many people could be jealous or envious. That's the thing. Of course, people are going to throw a person, of course someone's going to come in between something pure, something genuine, real unconditional love, because there's a lot of envy and jealous hearted people. No matter how close people are to a person. I'm picking up all of this information under this new moon in Pisces right now. I'm picking this all up. New moon in Pisces is like my pinnacle moon. So I pick up so much. Now, I'm getting that he could have even tried to work with your family, or tried to ask your family questions, or tried to find out information from maybe a mother or family members, and they like really said negative things about you because they wouldn't have that type of love in their life. They wouldn't have that type of experience in their lives. They wouldn't have that for themselves. So they saw that as an opportunity to ruin your opportunity, right? So I'm picking all of this up, Leo, and basically this is a man who misjudged you and miscalculated you in the entire situation. So right now in March, he's going to want to treat you the way you actually deserve to be treated. He realizes that he went wrong by involving other people, number one. Number two is getting himself confused, not knowing what to do, who to choose, or maybe what to choose or what to do, if he should or not. He got himself in a world of trouble, because that's what it is. It's a world of trouble when you have all of this toxicity surrounding something that's coming from a genuine place. How do you allow so many outside external factors to make your mind up for you? So the good thing about this connection in March is you both are going to have some type of desire to want to be near each other. You both are going to have a desire to want to be around your connection, want to be around each other, want to connect in some kind of way physically. There is going to be a desire there. Now, where you guys what might be bad or what may be kind of disagreeable in this connection in March is the communication. The communication may not be strong between the two of you in March. It may not be something where there's a whole lot of talking together about what's going on. There may not be a lot of that. This seems to be something that's kind of quiet. But at the same time, the love is there. At the same time, you know for a fact that's who you're in love with. He knows for a fact you're who he's in love with. There's a lot more confidence in March about y'all two being in love. And now it's like making up the minds. Your mind's going to be made up, his mind is going to be made up, and there's not going to be any switching. I feel like March is going to really do something to solidify the connection all together as a whole. There's not going to be any more going back and forth with him, and there's not going to be any more uncertainty from you, because I feel like him being confused made you feel uncertain about him. It made you question his loyalty. It made you question his devotion. It made you question his faithfulness. It made you question what he's on for real. It made you question it because you saw all of the weaknesses. You saw what was influencing him. You saw the outside factors who were lying on you in the connection. You saw all of these things, all of it, like you had a bird's eye view to the entire situation. You saw everything, and you watched as he allowed toxicity from external forces to take control of him and make him lose his grip on you, on his love. You watched it slip out of his hands because he did things in a totally wrong way. So that's what I'm getting here. Some of you just really sat there, Leo women, you just sat there and just watched as a man picked up so much toxicity from his past, as well as picked up a lot of toxic messages and information, a lot of energies from people in your life before he even got the opportunity to really, settle down with you or like make something real with you. He did everything the wrong way. And something tells me that he didn't think that would happen, because he thinks that because someone's your family member that they're supposed to love you so they wouldn't hurt you. To him, because some of you could be dealing with a man who people pleases. So like with him being such a people pleaser, he hasn't even taken the time to stop and look at the people who surround him and who would hurt him in the same kind of way if given the opportunity. That's because this is someone who doesn't want to see people do bad things who are close to him. He puts too much trust in certain individuals. That's how people on your side wind up slipping in and getting involved in the situation and hurting him, because he should know that people are backstabbers. People can be envious. People can grow jealous hearts. People can be demonic. People can be possessed. He was not aware of the spiritual side of what happened between the two of you. And I feel like this is coming from negative, toxic family environments, toxic in-laws, his toxic past with some very slutty women that he's decided to be with, who try to portray this image like they're saints somehow, but they're like in your next like scandalous thing. You know what I mean? Like he's been with like these like women who are far from evolved. You know what I mean? And so it's like taking all of that toxicity is just like, he made dumb decisions and confused himself because of all of that. But you can't be upset because you had the vision and he just didn't. So now in March, I think he has the vision. I think he sees exactly what happened. He may be late, but he's seeing it. So that's something that's going to help to solidify this connection between the two of you together. So what's going to be hiding here for you, Leo feminine, in March is what he may not know or think, or may, something you may want him to know is that his energy is quite intoxicating to you. And what this means spiritually is that he's kind of pulling you in. He's pulling you in his energy more and more. You're very like into him more and more. It's getting stronger. It's getting deeper. The connection, the bond is growing. It is getting better. Things are becoming more deeper in this connection, and it's because you're starting to understand why he was confused now, even though you already knew. But I think you're starting to look at things a little bit more closely, and you're seeing that he was so flawed in trying to pursue you or date you or be with you, because he allowed so much outside influence to come in and taint everything for him, which led to his confusion about you, which then led to him misjudging you, miscalculating you, misunderstanding you, and then losing you all simultaneously. But he has to remember, if he's going to be with you, you need a man of strength is what I'm getting. He's got to be strong in order to, get through all of these other things that's going on. And, if your family members saying this and saying that, people just trying to say things to try to stop you from loving somebody. Okay. All right. So that's what I've got for the women. Now, for Leo masculines, whoever is the woman you've been interested in March, you're going to be really paying attention to her a lot. I see you are going to be watching her social media quite often. It's going to be a lot. You're going to be admiring her pictures. You are going to be all into her. You're going to be all into her. You're going to admire her. You are going to love watching her. It's just something about her. I think you may even, I just keep seeing spiral. Like you're going to spiral out of control with your passion or your feelings toward her, your emotions toward her. Don't go crazy, but what I'm saying is, like, you're just really about to be into somebody so heavy is what I'm getting. You're going to be into her heavy, as that's what I'm picking up here. This feels like somebody you like a lot. You crush on her, but it feels like it's more than a crush. It feels like this is not just a woman who you just randomly found on social media. It feels like a woman who you've been watching for a long time on her social media. You've been peeping at her for a while. You've been seeing her for some time. You have, but it's like you love her now, or you have like stronger, if it's not love, it's like you have stronger feelings for her now. So it's not just a crush, it's more than a crush. But is you're not in a relationship with her, you're not with her, you're not dating her, but it is more than a crush. It's some type of connection y'all have. It's something you feel toward her. It's like you want to tell her, trust me, sis, it won't be greener on the other side. So you know what this is like? You have competition. She has options. And there's something about you feeling very confident that the grass is not greener on the other side with her other options. She's not going to want to choose anybody else but you. You have confidence that she should choose you. You have confidence that she should be with you. You have confidence that you're the one for her. That you're like, trust me, sis. Like, nah, he's not it. That other guy is not it. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be with him. I already kind of know what it's going to be with him. I already kind of know what you're going to be dealing with a guy like that. So Leo masculine, whoever you are, you know about some guy that likes her too, or some guy that is dating her right now, or some guy that is interested in dating her. And you have competition here, and you have confidence that she should not go with that person. She should go with you. For her, she wants to be admired, not just by you, but by people. Because admiration shows her that she could have a successful relationship if she wants it. It shows her that she could have what she desires in a man if she wanted. It shows her that her charm and her, ability to pull attraction in toward her naturally, it shows her that there's other possibilities out there. There's options out there. There's people that she could connect to. There's a certain level of respect that people have for her, because I feel like this is a woman where it's like people like her for a little bit more than just what she can give to a man intimately. People like her for other reasons. So it reaffirms something to her, that the admiration that she receives is genuine. So for you and her, you both have this thing where you can be good at sugarcoating things often with each other. You both do it. If this is a lady that you pay attention to, then you could notice that she is very sweet she speaks sweetly. Like, she knows how to make men feel in love with her. Like, how can I say this? It's like she's a femme fatale, like that, or she is maybe like a mystic woman, or she is a angel siren, a good one. Maybe she's like this princess, like the one frozen. Maybe she's like that. She's just this woman who is really good at making everything just right. She knows how to say things to bring some type of comfort to men. Like, she knows how to make men fall in love with her just by like simply being her. But in order for you've noticed something too. Thank you. All this stuff is coming to me under this new moon. You've noticed something about her. What you've noticed about her is she's different from all the other girls, all the other women. You've noticed something. You've seen other women try really hard to get your attention. You've seen other women try really hard to get a man, to get in bed with men, to get money from men. You've seen women hustle men. You've seen women act like they're bosses to attract the attention of strong men. You've seen women become strippers or whatever they've become to diminish their self-worth in order for a man to come in to make them feel like they're raising their self-worth up. You've seen whole relationships come together between a drug dealer and a stripper, and that's like, the best thing smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've seen the mindset and the mentalities of some really ghetto and scandalous stuff. But see, there's one woman, she's nothing like that. She does not call in that type of energy toward her in any of those ways. This is a woman who makes men think. Just when they think they're smart, they feel stupid. But you love that. You love when a woman can make everybody feel like, you know what? I need to get my life together. When a woman can make men feel like, everybody feel like that, it really is just the perfect type of woman for a Leo man. You love it. You actually really, really love that. That really is something very, very amazing to you that just makes you want more, because it's like, you know what? Not only is this woman very adorable and attractive, and she's, sweet, but she's also got this thing going on where she knows what to say. She knows what to say. You've noticed that about her. She's also noticed the same thing about you. You're really good and articulate when it comes to your words. For her, you're a different man too. You're not like anybody else either. You may be someone who is like, you may be different from other men, because the fact that you have paid attention to her mind is remarkable. The fact that you've paid attention to her like inner thoughts is quite spectacular in her opinion. The way you can articulate the amazingness of her. The way you can grab her energy like that, like her essence, and you can formulate something, put it into words so that everybody else can understand it. And it's really amazing. Because it's something about, if she knows you, right, then you're amazing to her. If she doesn't know you, then I feel like the way you express how, like, talk about her to friends or whatever is like really amazing, how you put it all together. You speak highly of her is what I'm trying to say. If you don't really know her, you speak highly of her. But if she kind of knows who you are and you guys have something deeper than just social media, then the way she sees you is you see her in a great light. The way you see her is like, you really know how to put it into words, her essence, really well. You're like, you kind of know her desires even when she doesn't say it. You know she wants to be, you know that she's quite eccentric. So the kinds of, it's like this. If all the women want pasta and call it a date night, that's cool. But this woman may want caviar and something else exotic that you probably never ate. And it won't be like a date night. It'll be more like an exploration experience. Like it'll feel like you just came back from the dopest museum trip, like when you were in school. And there's a lot of learning, a lot of education, a lot of intriguing things, a lot of things that just make for a total moment with her. You're learning things from this woman, and you're also studying her, and she's that fascinating to you and other people that she's really worth studying. Because the things that you are pulling back as you take a lot of this information in is just like extremely satisfying for your soul. It kind of feels like you have been waiting for a woman who maybe from a particular demographic, could be in her 30s, African American, but has some type of mind of a 50-year-old Roman warrior goddess from 540 BC. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know what? That is what I've been looking for. So that's how the Leo men are coming. You know, it's just like, you know what? I've been looking for this. You know, or Egyptian or whatever. You know what I mean? Like this is what I've been wanting. I've been wanting an Egyptian goddess. I've been wanting a Roman goddess. I've been wanting a woman with this type of thing. No, I can't find this anywhere else. And you know why? Because everybody else is not like this. You're not going to find other people like this of that demographic. This can be any background. This can be a 40-year-old Brazilian woman, but she's not like the other ones you've ever met. You know, she can be different. She can be highly ethnic. You know what I mean? So it's just some other type of flavor going on with a particular person. This person has so much flavor, so much pizzazz, so much jazz, so much class as well. Like it's just so many different things about her put together, but you know how to put it into words the best. You're so articulate about how you express yourself, your feelings, and also how you explain how she is to others. You are very in tune with this woman's mind. You're very in tune with her personality. You appreciate those little quirky things about her that other people fail to realize. You bring out her best qualities is what I'm getting. Wow, this is amazing. I just saw 3333 on the timer, so that's really good. That's an amazing sign. It means that there's something positive about her is what I'm picking up. So were you to disagree? Okay. The bad thing with all of this amazing stuff that's going on here in March, there's a fear of cheating. One of you are afraid that if you were dating, somebody would get cheated on. Now, I strongly feel like it's you, Leo man, Leo masculine. I feel like it's you. The reason why is because you're admiring her a lot. And you see that she has options. You see that you have a competition, that there is someone else. And you know that if you see how great she is, then you know other men see how great she is. And you know other men have the same type of feeling toward her. They pick up that same energy toward her. Men are seeing the brilliance of her, right? The amazement, the excitement for her is there. So for you, it's like, okay, I have this fear. I'm afraid now. And I think that maybe if I date her, she might hurt me. And you may feel like, you know what? I know that everyone doesn't cheat. So you're going to have to work on opening your heart and really trusting your partner, really trusting this woman. Because I feel like the reason why we're talking about this for so long is because you're considering her as a partner. You're about to be with her. You're about to make some type of move toward her. In March, you may be making the move toward her. And so in the beginning of March, you could be kind of fearful of her walking away from you one day or cheating on you with somebody else. You're afraid that she might move on to somebody. So you may be trying to come in and allow your heart to open in order to be with her, because you may think she could end up being with somebody else if you don't make a move on her. But it could be that you just feel like that because of how she looks, or who's attracted to her right now, or why people are attracted to her, that you kind of get scared, like, you know what, if I'm not going to be enough for her, she might go be with the other people, one of the other guys who like her. She might be with somebody else because, you know, like, if I don't say anything. So that could be what you're thinking. Now, what's hiding in what she may not know or realize here is she doesn't know that you still care about her. So this tells me a lot. What this tells me is this may not be a woman who's, like I said in the beginning, I felt that. In the beginning, I felt like it was a little bit deeper than only a social media crush. So this means she knows you too. That's what this means. She knows who you are. She knows you. You've talked to her before. She's been your friend before. She's connected with you before in some kind of way. She knows who you are. You guys had some type of connection. So, but it seems like there's distance now currently between you and her. And so right now you want her to know that you still care about her. You never stopped caring about her since you first met her. You never stopped caring about her since you first came across her, or since you first dealt with her in the past. So this is a woman who you already had something with, whether it was like you guys were chatting at one point in the DMs or whatever, or however you guys connected with each other in the past, maybe sending text messages to each other or emails or whatever, some type of chats, some type of conversations, but it fell off, right? It went away. Somebody either moved away, walked away, or stopped talking or whatever. You want her to know that you still care about her, though. See, care is important, because this is not just a crush. This is a woman who you really, really are serious about. You really want to be with her, but she needs to know that you care about her. So I think March for you, to wrap this up, is going to be about you taking your admiration and finally opening up your heart. You gotta, at some point in March, you're gonna realize that that's the only way you're gonna be able to be real with her, is when you let go of the fear of her leaving you for somebody else. Even though you have confidence, because you're telling her, look, trust me, sis, it won't be greener on the other side. You need to be with me, don't be with him. Trust me, sis, right? So it's like, you're like, yeah, you're trying to get involved, and like you're trying to stop her from being with another man, but you're also afraid that she might. But you want her to know that you still care about her. So it's like, I think you're about to it feels like you're going to be trying to take an action toward her to let her know that you're the one who still cares about her and you don't want to see her choose somebody over you. So now March is the real month, I feel like, where you're really going to be like, all right, I got to do something about this now. You know, I got to like really talk to her. I got to open up now, because I've been just watching her and I just kind of let her go, walk away. But look at these guys. So like now I've gotta like fight off these guys, and the only way to do it is to actually let her know how I feel about her. See if we can start back up again, or if we can like pick up where we left off. And that's what I'm getting. All right, and that's all I have. God bless.